Greetings, fellow adventurers and eager listeners. Thank you for coming along to this channel, Epic Tales and Enchanted Tomes. My name is Douglas W.T. Smith. I'm the narrator and also dungeon master. This is going to be a channel that's just going to be weekly updates of the campaign as they come. They're going to be unedited, raw, so make sure you subscribe and follow, because there are some interesting things that are happening and you get to watch the players as they progress through the Stormwreck Isles campaign. And there is a bit of a twist, bit of a homebrew twist to it that I will be flaring into it. Being a fantasy author, this is something that I really want to kind of put my twist on it and make sure that it can be unexpected if players have played the Stormwreck Isles campaign before. So there's going to be some interesting things, especially for the viewers and listeners. There will be some unexpected things that I add to some encounters, and also adding more encounters. So please make sure you subscribe and follow and keep up to date with the new episodes that will be updated. You can subscribe here on YouTube, or you can listen just to the audio on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Without further ado, here is the first episode of our Stormwreck Isles campaign. Your own tokens, you can move your token around as you like. You can open up your sheet, your character sheet on the side there, and yeah, so it's really cool how it works. And I am just going to... Where did I put... Okay. So, where we last left off, we had Doldos, Vane. Vane had kind of scurried down to the lower deck, and I am just going to... And Barakai and Uzan had met each other and kind of had like a brief little discussion, and got to know each other on a very platonic way. And yeah, so now they're on the deck. In front of them, they've noticed at the other side of the deck that there is a captain standing at the end of the... Yeah, looking out into the distance, and he is actually quite tall. He's wearing one of those tricorn hats, and you can just see like this grizzly beard kind of weighing down because his back is facing you. And there are a couple of other ship hands just kind of walking around the deck, doing their things, making sure the knots are tied, and mopping the deck as well. And I keep losing the map. Why do I keep losing the map? So, what does anyone want to do before we actually, what is...
Did we want to give our characters backstories or something? Or do we want to let those
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I actually had a little bit of a thing to kind of go around before we kick-started the campaign. So, alphabetical order, Alistair is not here. So, instead, next off the top is Barakai. Barakai, could you please roll a D100 and a D10 custom for me, please? Yep.
That makes so little sense.
So in your in above VTT, the bottom left corner, there is like the little D20 symbol.
No, sorry. I was looking at the screen, not the sidebar. So yeah, I got a 53 and a 6.
53 and 6, so 59. Okay, so what I'd kind of created, I created 100 questions. And so whatever the dice rolls, and at the start of each session, I want to roll like that. So from now, Barakai will go down to the next, which will be Doldos, and so forth. So whatever you roll, I'm going through these questions. I'm going to ask you, and it's kind of get you in the headset of the mind frame of your character. just something just a little bit kind of quirky to get into. So let me just scroll down my 100 questions and find where that was. At 59. Okay. This is the question. All these questions have different themes, and they are completely random. So, describe a time when your character felt the thrill of victory in battle. Who wants to go first to dive in and try to describe when their character felt like that in battle?
Suzanne's had a happy childhood. He's never really been in battle, so you know he might have defended the church from the odd thief or something, maybe. But other than that, battle's something he's never really seen yet.
So how did Uzan feel when he did encounter those kind of like those thieves? Was it a thrill?
I guess there's a bit of anger towards them, a bit of pride for defending the church, and you know his devotion to Mother Mischief, as he would say. But yeah, I wouldn't call it a thrill for him as yet.
Okay. And Barakai, being a barbarian, you've surely encountered some battles along your time of life.
Correct, I have.
Is there one in
Thrill
particular?
of combat. I think the most memorable one for Baraki will most likely be the first conflict he ever had with his rival tribe, where he went face to face for the first time with essentially his counterpart to the rivaling village, so the chief's son, where he defeated him in combat, and it was a big pride boost and status growth within his tribe, which then led him on to have some form of infamy within the rival tribe, as well as fame within his own.
Yeah. Okay. And so obviously walking away from it, did you feel victorious, or the I guess your bar of excitement, the thrill of battle, did that fill those needs, or was it?
I think it filled his youthful wants for victory and status growth, and just just to boost his pride.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
bit of a high horse at the time as well.
Yeah. Okay.
He would give him a high start for him to learn that not all combat goes that way.
Yeah. Kind of like made him feel that he wasn't as invincible as he might have thought. Izari, being a bard, have you encountered many battles?
Look, I don't really think that my association with being a bard and my battles are not necessarily one and the same. However, me being the youngest family of 12, yes, absolutely. I have had to fend for my very existence, and often from the people that I am meant to love and be loved by. That often hasn't been the case. So I appreciate very much so the battles that I have fought and how they have shaped me. And I think more so than anything, the more that I have, the more I know that I will have more of a strength of self if I continue to not be afraid to have them, because I definitely think that my character would have definitely had to survive in many situations, being the youngest out of that many siblings. My God,
Yeah,
God.
one of 12.
A
battle every day.
So I think that, the shit I've experienced, but that obviously translates only so much as to what battles lay ahead. But I think the battles lay more with survival of being in an environment that was harsh rather than a battle of a beast and a hero.
Yeah, and then sing about the tales of survival from.
Absolutely.
And I missed Doldos. Doldos, being also a barbarian, surely you would have counted some thrilling battles.
For Doldos, the thrilling battle is not his. The reason why he fought was a means of necessity, not for the thrill of fun to protect his family to the best of his abilities. So he hasn't really had the taste of glory, more the taste of bitter sourness of survival, if that makes sense.
Yes, survival is a double-edged sword where it can leave a nice taste in your mouth, or a very sour one that can wake you up in the middle of the night and haunt on you. And Vane, being from the dark depths of the underworld, have you encountered any thrilling battles along your journey of life?
I try to avoid large battles. I'd prefer to sleuth around the outside and let people continue fighting while I finish doing whatever I'm there for. So in terms of battle, no thrill, no joy, no nothing. But in terms of killing, the thrill is there for me every single time.
Okay, and especially sneaking from the shadows for that kill can somewhat be a bit more satisfying and quenching a thirst rather than a large battle.
100%. It's about the quality, not the quantity for me.
Exactly. Like a fine wine.
Such a great word.
So we had all found ourselves somewhat brought onto this boat journeying across the ocean, and as the wave has been cutting through the seas, you've been on there for a few days now, and some have retired, some have come up to the deck to get some fresh air, and that's where we were left there with Doldos, Barakai. Barakai had to swim around, feel a bit of water from being trapped being down below for a few days riding the rough seas, and Uzan needed to stretch his wings and go for a little fly. And Vane thought it'd be a nice idea to come out from the darks, but realised that it was too bright and sunny, and retreated back into the lower deck. And as the day has gone, the sun has started to set in front of you, and as I mentioned before, the someone looks like a cap. You assume it's all the captain standing at the end of the boat, looking out into the ocean. And as you're standing there, Doldos and Barakai, you hear the hinges of the hatch start opening up, and as as you do, character. This this person appears out of the hull, and Doldos, what would the people on the deck around you see, Azari? Like what? Your what? Yeah, like your features, your
Oh, okay.
yeah. So what? Being a genocide, but
So physical features. Well, I would say. Oh, this is always so much easier. Okay, so definitely a very like dark and mysterious sort of being. She's definitely a whole lot of nothing though. She's tiny. Dark, like emerald sort of eyes, super long flowy hair, which is like a sort of bluish color, and then skin bluey green. Very much like a mix between. Oh, has everybody seen the movie Atlantis, the Lost Empire?
Yes.
about 1,000 times.
Very much like a mix between the chick. Yeah, like very much like a mix between the chick from that and like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what you're kind of looking at.
Okay.
So that's definitely Azari.
Okay, and you look around and you see this horned. They're actually a lot taller than you. You're looking up, and and you see a shark, half man, off to. That's actually quite close. You're closest to you, and you look them up and down. And Barakai, you turn around, seeing this figure emerge out, and what do you
just casually walk up to the, I'm assuming like what, 5 foot nothing.
yeah, like the
Oh yeah, like 5 foot nothing.
Walk up and just give my quote unquote friendly toothy grin as I probably stand right over the top of you in a very intimidating manner by accident. And I make a comment of, I didn't realize that, we were bringing children or halflings on this journey with us. Might have to watch out.
My response very blasé. If you stand any closer, I'll make you pay. It's okay. It would be money, not with your life.
Yeah, I got much blood to give, but not much money.
That's fine. I was hoping on this boat we could find some way to acquire some, though, because I feel very broke myself.
On this boat, you'll just become rich with experiences and adventures. That's all you need in life.
So you just cutting out him.
Tales of could be some tales of adventure to be had, and I'm sure if there are, I will have new writing material.
Most certainly we'll find them here. Little one.
And as you are both like exchanging this, or not standoffish conversation, the captain actually notices all of you emerging from the hull and walks up to you and says, "Ahoy there! what brings you all to the helm on this fine day? It's about time you all woke up.
I was hoping you could tell us what we were aiming for here on this boat, dear Captain.
Well, remember when we set sail from Neverwinter, from the docks, we're on our way to the Stormwreck Isles. Not many venture this far, but this mismanaged tribe definitely had a keen eye for these isles.
Understood. Well, I'm hoping these isles will indeed bring us some interesting journey ahead.
Aye, they will, but be sure that Stormwreck Isles can be quite a tricky place to reach, so it might get a bit rough as we come closer to the isles, and there's a few outer reefs, and yeah, so be sure to take care, little one, and hold on tight, because it might get a bit rough.
That's alright. Rough sounds like my life already. Can't be much worse.
How good on ye! That's the spirit.
It's alright. We don't swim these waters for the reason, so I'm surprised you're willing to go by boat.
Look, I mean, if anything really comes to it, I will throw you overboard and you can chivalrously take care of it.
Such a generous individual you are. Well, you'll surely swim with me as well, will you not?
Yes. I'm sure I will.
Well, we'll keep your wits about you, and when we get close to the Isles, I'll make note to warn all of you to brace yourself. And as the captain kind of turns, and he just like before he turns away, he kind of pats Uzan on the shoulder and gives him a wink, and then walks back to the
Helm.
The helm of the boat. Sorry, it was just loading while I was doing that. And as you're standing there, like awkwardly apart from each other, Doldos, you're looking out into the ocean. It's actually a lot calmer, and there's a slight breeze flowing through the deck, and there's not much to be happening at the moment, but you do see a bit of a change in the water below you. So beneath the water, you start to see some that looks like long kind of seaweeds start coming a bit more apparent in the water. You can't really see the bottom, but the kind of the colors that are surrounding you once were such a nice aqua blue are kind of changing to this almost deep jade ocean before you, and the wind has just made a couple of little white caps around you on the water, but you can see that the waters are starting to change around you, and the captain from the front turns around and yells out, "We're getting close! Brace yourself!" And the ship starts to kind of not rock, but just sway from one side, and your balance is definitely going with it. You're not getting put off balance, everyone, and you just kind of starting to feel definitely this flow is starting to change as you appear closer, as you start to kind of cut through the water in this ship, and as these the ship is cutting through, you start to see these huge pinnacles kind of appear You hadn't noticed them before, but they're starting to appear out in front of you. They're still quite a bit away, but you seem like you are getting closer to the Stormwreck Isles. Is there anything you want to do while this is happening?
Doldos, are you asking?
All of everyone.
Doldos steps away from the edge and heads towards the mast area.
Yeah. Do you want me to move your token, or do you want to do it? Oh, there you go.
I did it. And Doldos looks down at the 5'0" water genasi and says, "You remind me of my sister," and just leaves it at that and goes dead silent. I didn't quite catch that. You keep breaking up.
I think that's all she said.
It's just a little...
And he's going to be shocked, man. What do you know about these waters? Why don't you swim here?
In these waters, you never know what you're going to find at the bottom. There's a lot of things that we don't know about as shark folk. We're not privy to the knowledge of the creatures out here. All we know is that these waters are not worth coming into, and anyone that I've ever seen go out, they've only come back with severe wounds, if not at all.
Is it just me, or is your microphone like really, really quiet?
Is it really
Yeah, I was
quiet?
about to say that.
Yeah, it sounds like it heaps far away.
Gosh, you need to come closer to your mic or change your setting.
How about that? Is that better?
All I'm hearing is this, and I can barely understand what you're saying.
Is that better?
Yes, it is.
Alright,
Thank you.
cool. No, I was just hitting
Oh my
buttons.
god, I thought it was just me!
No, I've got like two
You a
HyperX
dickhead.
extensions with two different controls, so one of them was down. Anyway, but yes, no, these waters we don't travel into.
Oh my god.
The creatures are unknown, and anyone who's ever gone out from the tribes that I've interacted with have either come back severely wounded or not at all. So
The ones who were wounded, did they say what attacked them though?
they never spoke of exactly what they saw, they just spoke of monstrously large creatures. Far bigger than what we would be comfortable fighting on our own. Even as banded tribes, we could not do such things. It's almost we could almost compare the size of these creatures to Shekelath.
Oh well, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Sounds like a challenge.
Do you
Second
know
question. How
do you
often
know-
do you lose your teeth?
how often do I lose my teeth?
Yes.
Uh,
Because
look,
I've never met a shark person before, so he's just full of questions. Teeth, shark, teeth. Oh.
I try to stick to open areas in water because they do just eventually fall out on their own on the regular, so I don't actually pay attention. If I notice that they're gonna come out, I do like to collect them for ceremonial weapon sakes within the tribes.
He's just gonna bring his hands up to his temples and be like, oh, like mind explosion.
Yes, we do have ceremonial toothed weapons, but only our own teeth, never another's.
That's so cool.
So as you
That's
two...
the problem,
Oh,
man.
sorry.
I mean, one of my siblings tied me to a chair and tried to take out my teeth once.
That sounds painful.
Aha.
It's
I did
okay,
that
I got him
something.
back. I threw him.
You threw what?
A fist into his nose.
I threw him. Well, no, I threw him off the back of the cart on our way to town.
You're a wicked thing, aren't you?
That just sounds like a friendly play among
Look.
siblings.
And as the
Yeah,
the
very
ship.
friendly. Every day waking up.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Did we just lose Azari?
I was just gonna every day you wake up not knowing if it's gonna be your next, your last, what's happening. But I know that I want my next meal. That was life. So
Sounds brutal.
Indeed. There's an ominous voice in the sky telling us what to do next. Go on.
I'm just listening to the bards spin their tales of their past life. I'm just waiting for the lute, the pan lute or the flute to come out to sing a song about their past encounters.
this is very much on the cards if you all behave nicely.
Please.
Speaking of loot, am I still below deck?
Yeah. So as the ship is rocking, you Vane, you emerge from the hatch. It's still kind of looking like you grounding your feet, and you tie your it was the material across your eyes because it is still quite bright. There are some clouds out, but it is still quite bright, and you pop up in front of this 5-foot genocide. And
Ooh, hey there, hot stuff.
Ooh. Hello. Excuse me. And Vane will just like sidestep around. What's the Genasi's name? Sorry.
is that so? Are you
Azari.
Azari? Are you asking me? Or, yeah,
Yeah,
Azari.
Azari.
Yep, Azari. Yep.
Vane will just like sidestep Azari and go over to the side of the ship and take a couple of really deep breaths.
Yeah, because it's still quite rocking.
It's got you a bit rough there, love.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, that's a shame. I do love a good chat.
So the ship is starting to rock a little bit harder now, and all of you grab the closest thing that's next to you, and before, so in the distance where you did see the rocks out in front, these huge kind of rocks are starting to jut up from the ocean, and you can kind of see that it's starting to take a lot more shape. There's big cliff sides stretching out down around the horizon. On top of it, there's like this lush green grass, and just sticking from the top of it is this large open, somewhat looks like a temple that's sticking out with that's perching on the top of the cliff there. And as the ship is starting to rock harder, the captain goes, "Brace yourself, it's gonna be a rough one for a little bit." And as the ship is starting to slice through, the waves are starting to splash up over the sides. Vane, you're getting wet from the waves splashing onto the deck. And Barakar, you're actually just like letting the water hit you, because it's been a little while and since you've felt the ocean. It dried up quick on you before, and
Zion's gonna take flight.
Yep.
Gonna take off. And
Yep.
start flying. Sort of at the back of the ship.
Excuse me, the Dark Darling at the edge of the ship. If you do come closer to the middle, you might not get as...
And Vane just gives her like a side-eye look over her shoulder and quietly hisses.
Like a cat?
That's alright, I like a feisty one.
Not like, more just like.
Okay. And Doldos, are you just standing there? Are you gonna?
He draws his great axe and kind of just like slams it into the floorboards and just wedges it in there and holds onto that, because he's not bothered to move.
Okay. Yeah, so the ship is starting to rock quite rhythmically from one side to the other, and then all of a sudden, as you start to get closer towards this cliff edge, you can see that it starts to emerge around into this bay, and it just kind of just goes flat, right? And the rocking has stopped. The water is still a little bit choppy from the wind, but there's not much that is posing a bit of threat. And the captain walks back over to all of you and says, "Yeah, it wasn't as feisty as I thought it was, but at least it did give us a bit of a wake up call." Even though it's near the end of the day, I hope the ride wasn't too long, but here we are, Stormwreck Isles. And as the sailors tend to like the anchors on the side, and they start getting the rowboats off the side, you all kind of the captain looks at you and goes, "Will you be making your way to the shores now?"
Yes, I think we will.
Alright, Captain. I'll hit the shore now, and I'm just gonna walk and jump straight off the side of the boat.
Well, I'd like to remain slightly more dry, so I will go and those
Okay. And the captain watches Baraki kind of dive into the water and says, "Stay close to the rowboat, and for the rest of you, just go up to one of the ship hands, and they'll lead you onto the rowboat. Maybe tend to Evan over there with the eye patch. He should help you out." So, and he kind of, the captain walks. Oh, there we are. Walks back and kind of points to Evan onto the other side there, waiting for you to put onto the rowboat.
Vane runs.
So keen.
Baraki just...
You know, I could go for a swim, but it's just, it feels like a lot of work to dry off afterwards. So I could swim, but I'm going to conserve energy for the time being.
Yeah, and Uzan, are you just gonna kind of fly close to the rowboat?
Yeah. I'm just, sort of circle around it like seagulls do.
Yeah.
Giant pigeon.
Overgrown goat.
Yes, let's all hop into the rowboat. I'm sick and tired of this ship. No offense, Captain.
Yeah, look, the sort of swaying that I'm experiencing right now, I'm normally intoxicated for, so this is normally a lot.
Nuzan's just kind of flying around, waiting for all of you to get into the rowboat, and Evan's like, "Doldos, you're still trying to get your axe out of the deck, and you eventually do make your way over. And Evan says, well then, off we go! Get into the rowboat. So then all of you kind of gestures you to the rowboat to the side, and you just climb down. It's not much of a climb because he's already dropped the boat into the water. And then, yeah, you make your way through. So from where the ship has dropped its anchor and made its way to the in towards the harbour, and I'm just setting you all off the screen there, and as you can see that the shore is it's a little bit like swaying, but it's not causing too much of a sickness from all of you. And as he kind of Evan's rowing, you can hear him huffing and puffing, and as you come around there's like a bit of a pinnacle that's that looks like he's going in that direction to go around. And Baraki, you're kind of just cruising in the water next to him, and Uzan, you are just hovering above, just doing like little square laps. From where you are, you can see the rocks that are looking down, and like a little bit of a beach, and the beach is kind of like stretches out, and then it's pretty shallow where it is. And as Evan kind of steers in, rowing, huffing and puffing around the corner, it gets around that rock, and as he does, there's like this little harbour, but it's not a harbour, it's just like a little beach. And on the beach there's this small sand path that kind of steers through like along these trees that are kind of swaying in the bush. And as you kind of walk up, you all get out. Is there any particular order you want to go as you... So Evans rows and he says, here we are. It's time to get out so I can return to the captain. Be on your way, and I hope Stormwreck Isle fills all your heart desires. And kind of rows back out, and you are on the beach there, looking north this path. So I thought I had all of you there. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'll put you all on this map that you should be currently seeing. Is that right?
I see the map, just not us.
Yeah. Baraki, are you getting out of the water and joining them on the beach?
Yeah, I'd probably be a bit ahead of them because they would have to trot through the water before me.
Yep.
I mean, after me. So I'd just probably be up ahead of them, wandering around, sussing out what's happening.
Okay. Yep. So you'll be. So you could move your character up. Uzan and Vane.
I'm going to say Uzan would definitely be up there with Baraki being able to fly, so he'd be up here checking shit out.
Yeah.
Just in case, like from the
air. And so who's going to be walking up and... Yep, going next. Like following, I guess. Does what?
Go next.
Yeah, so Vane, you're going to be following, looking for the shadows there, because there is, as the sun's starting to set, there is some more shade from the trees coming down there on the beach.
Yep. Are the trees, like, could I hide in the trees?
Yeah, like, the ones closest to you?
Yeah, yep. Over here.
I'm happy to toddle along behind.
Yeah. You can hide in the trees there, and did you want to climb it, or did you just want to stay in the shade there?
I'll just say, like, yeah, sort of partially hidden behind tree trunks.
Yep. And Zari, are you following further up the path, or what are you doing?
I'm just happy to follow along with these interesting creatures that I have. The Sharkman is surely a spectacle, and I'm curious about the bird.
So
Really, I just want more material for my songs.
so from where you are,
Asking about
oh sorry, you go, Uzan.
Uzan's like metagaming at the moment. Like, are you asking about anything in particular, or you just anything?
No, because you were about to talk and I accidentally interrupted.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. Izari, sorry.
Ah,
Look, I definitely feel like having a better description of different creatures always works better lyrically. So call it research, if you will.
He's gonna spread his wings and do a 360. Be like, this is it. Describe me.
Nice. I appreciate your presentation.
what would Izari see? Uzan.
Oh well, he's a winged tiefling, so he's about 6 foot tall. Sort of tan skin, but he has light blue horns and feathers on his wings as a gift from his god Mistra. Yeah, he's slightly toned, but he's still just a winged tiefling.
Well, thank you for sharing. I will take this into consideration, and next time I am to make apt descriptions.
He's gonna bow and take off and fly around again.
Tordos exclaims again, overgrown pigeon.
And Uzan's gonna retort again
Yes.
with overgrown goat.
Is that all,
Tordos,
boys?
Ooh, I will.
We've got shark folk.
I will
we've got
resist the
beast
urge
folk.
to write it.
Tordos looks up at the tiefling and just like nods and scoffs in approval.
He's gonna give you a thumbs up as he flies by. Taps his heart like bros.
My goodness. Very much an odd mob.
Braki and Uzan, from where you are, you start to like, so from where you are, you hear these strange like kind of noises coming from somewhere. It's just like a very underlying. You don't know whether it's the trees kind of creaking in the wind that's swaying around you, or the wood in the water from it almost looks like a little bit of a shipwreck, but it's you can see that there's no blood or anything. But yeah, from where you are, you start to hear these strange soft noises.
What sort of noises? Like, are they going to be like little critter noises? Are they just like little waves splashing? Is it?
Can you do a perception check for me?
Nine.
So you're a bit unsure of whether it is like other animal noises, or you still like looking and peering at the trees, wondering if it's them making the noises and trying to see if they're kind of matching, the trees are matching the noises of the with the wind.
But I'd also like to try and make a little hearsay.
Yep. Can you do a check for me? Perception check. Spell, please.
Roly poly, let's go. Go.
Oh, who's-
do the thing? Do the.
Da-na-na. Who's got the Rocky song in the background?
Why is it not doing the thing? Do the thing. Oh wait, we just got lag times a billion. Woo! Oh, it doesn't get much.
Did you know you can also click your perception
I apparently have my head.
on your character check instead of doing a custom roll?
If you click on sheet.
Do you just click on the number?
Yeah, you just click on the number and it'll do all the modifiers and stuff for you. So look, because it was your first roll, Zari, go again, but click on the perception. Because I'm kind.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
No.
should pay better attention. Okay. Bad potato.
Did you just call yourself a bad potato?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
growing.
am a bad potato.
Look, I'm growing potatoes and they are fantastic.
I'm gonna say the same thing, like
I am
potatoes is
a
good.
naughty brain potato. See, the game just really wants me to have it. But apparently,
It's not coming through. What's
lag?
going on? Yeah, there we go.
Lag.
There we go.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, so from where you are,
Alright.
Azari, you actually pick up that these noises are coming from the. So if you're looking directly up, which is north, and then to your left, where I just put on the screen, is east. So for like northwest, northeast. Sorry, northwest. Sorry, northwest. You can see where the sound's actually coming from, and from your past knowledge in traveling and listening to tales, you actually can hear that these are not animal noises, but more of like an undead kind of sound.
Ooh, spoopy.
And you can hear that there's more than one of them.
Hey, yo, we ain't here to fuck with this business.
Are you just shouting that out?
Oh, look, y'all, I don't know how everybody else feels about undead biz, but, if I was to be, hearing things, should we be concerned?
Most
If it's only
definitely.
a few. It's only a few.
Look, I like your optimism, Fishman, but, I'm here for self-preservation.
Bane's gonna like proper hide now.
Yeah, in that tree further away.
Yep. Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's go for it. Roll stealth. Okay, so you hide.
She like is gonna shimmy up the tree that's closest to her, like silently, using her fingernails like little claws, and just like perches up on a branch, watching the party below and looking out at the water.
Yep. Awesome. And as you start scattering off into the shadows there, from the where Zari had kind of gestured where she was hearing those undead noises, and from the from behind the wood, there's like these long planks sticking out of the water that are broken off and look like they were a bit of part of a deck that you were all traveling here on the ship, and kind of coming over the other side of it, these three so it's like it starts splashing, and these three figures kind of stand up from climb over it and start making their way towards you. The gurgling moans kind of they're jumping into the water and making their way towards you. Can we all please roll initiative?
Yep.
Nah, really? Woohoo! Alrighty. Let's get some shit done.
Let's look at the thingy. Is
Fuck me.
I rolled a 6.
Initiative.
Someone tell me where on the sheet I click
Initiative.
for initiative.
It's at the top
Says-
right, like just
Oh,
underneath.
yep, got it.
Yep.
It's going to be a bit of a smartass and say it says initiative on your character sheet.
Bitch, I'm
Please don't tell me
blind.
I'm the person who's gonna get the highest.
Am I sure?
Look,
Not yet. Oh yes, it did.
I
16.
am real-
I'm still waiting for Azaris to come through.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to do it. I'm dumb. God damn it. I'm trying to look for it on my screen and I can't find it because I'm dead.
You Azari, it's a +0, like up, kind of up the top next to your armor class, and you just click the +0.
Oh, dumb. Okay, so apparently I was in a different form of screen and it was actually in the bottom left. So please ignore me. Right. The universe is testing me, alright?
It is.
Universe is testing my fucking patience. Homie, I clicked the button. Why have we not loaded?
Yeah, yours is taking ages to come through.
I'm really sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's technology. Just blame technology.
Lag out of 10 is the answer.
Oh, what's that ping rate?
Look, my ping. Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Does this mean I have time to go to the toilet before we start fighting?
If this takes any longer, yeah.
Great, I'm gonna wee, so I will hear
Okay.
you, but you won't hear me.
Okay.
I'll just go through.
11.
I respect it.
There we go. Okay, cool. All right.
My god, the lag is real.
Barakai being as soon as Azari had kind of mentioned that there was these noises coming from the water, and as soon as you heard the zombies kind of appear out from the behind the deck there, the long bits of wood, and start splashing towards you, what do you do first?
Hey, look, we're just gonna well, can I take like a 1 second engagement to go to my party and say we're gonna fight?
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. All right, cool. Everyone gave me positive vibes except for the short one. So we're just gonna.
Look, I mean, what do we have to do?
I will move, dash, and I probably won't make that distance. So, well, I'll move, dash, and rage.
Yep. You wanna use your rage?
Yeah, we'll just move, dash, and rage.
Okay. Awesome.
What?
Wait, give me 1 second. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what is it? Level 1 movement's 30 foot. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so obviously, wait, sorry, are you going to move like the furthest you can closest towards him?
Yeah. So. I go what, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It should, if you click, so hold and drag, it should tell you how much you're moving in feet before you actually.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually kind of.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright, cool, yeah.
So yeah, and that goes for everyone as well. So if you, instead of just like moving with your cursor, like your up and down keyboard keys, you can actually click your token and drag it, and we won't see you moving until you let go of your token.
Cool. There we
So,
go.
so you actually you could move a lot closer than you thought, which is yeah, and you can kind of range like where you want to move as well. So like the 30 feet, which is really cool. But obviously, Azari, it's not your turn yet, so you can't move.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little excited.
You did. You.
I don't know what this is gonna do, but I'm just gonna click the send to game log rage. I don't know if it's gonna do a small pop-up or the whole thing.
What are you doing? Sorry.
Oh, how do I do that? Oh, it sends the whole thing. Oops. Alright, all good.
So with your yep, cool. So are you? What are you gonna do now that you've moved? You've entered your rage.
I'll just stand ready for them to probably run straight at me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause yep, you are. Oh, I got all close range attacks. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Yep. So Uzan, you see Barakai. He has kind of. You see that he's put his head down, started like channeling energy, and he's kind of like not doubled in size, but grown bigger in size and charged towards the zombies. What do you do as he is charging? Has charged after.
I'm going to move. I'm going to start flying up behind him again.
Yep.
Sort of to about there. And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on probably the one in yellow, with the yellow circle.
Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Sacred Flame, was it?
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Okay. So just I have
That's
to.
a dex saving throw.
Yep. And can you roll for damage?
That's a solid 4.
So for as you've kind of you're hovering, how high did you fly up?
Sort of to the edge of the water.
Yeah, and so you've kind of channeled this this flame, radiant kind of energy from your wings, and you've gusted it towards the zombie that's starting to crawl closer to Barakai, and coming down from like over Barakai, and just directly comes down on its on top of it, and this fire is starting to kind of burn this zombie, and starts kind of twisting its limbs and yeah, and taking, what did you say? It was 8. 4. And Vane, from where you are in the... Oh, sorry, is that... is there anything else you want to do?
No, that was it.
Yep. Vane, you see this zombie kind of is on the wood, so not in the water, standing on the shipwreck there, and it's starting to like kind of twist and burn. What do you do as it is being?
She's gonna draw her crossbow, her light crossbow,
Yep.
and take aim at that one that looks like it's already suffering.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Can you a roll for hit, please?
18.
Yep. And can you roll for damage?
9.
So you from where you are, you have like a direct line of sight for this zombie, kind of like on the twisting and turning, and you knock your arrow and shoot it by, and it flies past in between Doldos and Zari, and gets it in the shoulder blade and not fallen to the ground or fallen to the wood and just fallen into the water, and like the flame's been put out in the water, but it's kind of manages to stand back up and starts kind of walking towards Barakai with an arrow sticking out of its shoulder. Is there...
I'm very sorry I bumped that accidentally. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. You're just swinging air at the moment anyway.
Just really keen.
You're seeing everyone kind of starting to advance on these zombies, and you pull out your quarter staff.
That was just me twirling my staff around. It was just for show. It's fine.
Vane, is there anything else you want to do from where you are?
Nah, she'll just stay like hiding, perched up on that branch.
Yep. Okay, cool. And Zari, you were standing there twirling your quarterstaff, and you see an arrow fly past you, and the zombie fall into the water and still walking towards Barakai. What do you do?
Oh
Goodness, there's a lot of chaos occurring.
No. It's just kind of, you can see the zombies facing you.
Yeah. No, I just see one of them crash
Really
down and just ready for them to run at me.
And Zari, what do you do?
Oh goodness. Right. Well, I guess I better go bonk one of them in my head or something.
Yep.
Not really very useful.
Well, yeah, there is.
I mean, I could always fang out some bardic inspiration.
I think your party is definitely waiting to hear you give some inspiration.
Alright, well, I mean, look, if I'm not here for beaten and bashin', I can at least be here for comedic relief and musical support. So I'm gonna swing out some bardic inspiration to Uzan. Let's damage. So it's a bonus action for me. You're within my 60 foot that can hear my inspiration word. So I get to give you a 1d6 die. And for the next 10 minutes, you can add it onto either an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. And it can be used after you have seen the result of your roll.
Even better.
You're welcome, friend.
And in the form of song.
Yeah, absolutely. There will be. There will be tales of your trials and turmoil. later on in my ballads. However, for now, I shall sing you a song of something, something, and more. Yes, words. So I'm pretty much in the back playing my lute, giving you guys theme music to fighting the zombie. Enjoy!
So did you want to move closer or just stay there happily?
No, I'm
just-
gonna stay back here and I'm gonna sing and dance.
You pull out your lute and stand watching all this happen in front of you.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna be much use here, homies. I will come and help if I'm really needed, but for now I'm just gonna hang with the grumpy bitch in the tree.
For the record, Vane hates what you're doing, but Gretchen absolutely loves it.
Okay. Whose turn is it now? Is it my turn? Can I bash some skulls in?
And as Zari is standing there with the did you say the lute?
Lute. So lute is kind of like an old timey wimey.
Okay, yep. So you're plucking those strings, giving a little old chanty to Uzan, and the zombie up the back. So the one that had it's got the arrow in its shoulder. The one behind that, I guess the blue one, starts to make its way towards, like, kind of clampers over past the one with the arrow and shoulders, like scampering over, and actually moves up to Barakai, and as it kind of rushes through the water is actually quite shallow. It's not deep, but it's on all fours rushing over to you. And you see, like, kind of like the intestines kind of swaying into the water, but there's no blood dripping from it. And it comes up and goes to swipe at you, Barakai, and as it goes to swipe at you, you saw it charging at you, and you dive out of the way, and it misses you. And yes, and that's that. And then as that zombie's kind of crawled up to you, Barakai, the other one from further up sees its I guess ally crawling, running towards you. It starts, instead of on all fours, it runs towards you, like its limbs kind of twisted, its mouth open, rushing through the water, going towards you, and goes to swipe with its hands at you. And you have just predicted these undead humans to charge at you, and you just predicted that they were going to come at you because you started the charge first, and you duck out of the way, and it misses. Both of them miss you. And now, Doldos, it is your turn.
Awesome. Okay. So I will. Let's see if I've got any feats I can use.
I'd hope you've got some feet attached to your legs.
You're so funny. I will use mithril leaps. When you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add a result to the number to the feet. You cover an extra distance past movement as normal. It's considered a no action. It's a no action, so it's just an extension. So I would like to at least jump to about there.
Yep.
So I'll roll a d8. I have 35 feet.
So that means you can move 42 feet, is that right?
Yep. So I just jump over here. So that'll be about 30. Take, and I'll just move that walk wade myself into the water that extra bit.
Yep.
Do I have any weapons that I can throw at him? I have 2 hand axes. I will draw the hand axes and throw them at the zombie, the green circle zombie.
Is
Let
that?
me just.
Do you mean the blue?
Oh yeah, blue.
Yeah.
It looked green. So I'll throw one hand axe at the zombie.
Yeah. Cool.
Just give me a second. So I'll roll initiative. So I'll roll for hit. That's 15.
Yep. Are you doing just one axe, or are you doing both axes?
I'm doing both axes, so I'll do this one,
Yep.
then I'll do the next. Now, let's see how much damage that does. 8.
Yep. Are you doing the second one as well?
Yep, doing that now.
Straight away. Yep.
21. Now rolling for damage. 5.
Okay. So and you're doing it towards. So just my.
This one.
Sorry, my computer just got put to sleep for some weird reason. So you've taken this great leap and landed like your you've got hooves for feet, is that right?
Yes.
Yep. So your hooves just thud into the sand, and then you've rushed up into the shallow waters there, and you've pulled out both your axes as you've rushed up and thrown them directly at the zombie that's just kind of that has crawled in the water towards Barakai, made a swipe. You've thrown both your axes at them, hitting one on one shoulder, like the shoulder that's facing you, so its right shoulder, and the other axe lodging into its thigh. And it's like, yeah! And where is, sorry, 13, yeah, cool. And the zombie has taken a couple of steps back, but still standing quite strong, and your axes are lodged into its body, taking 13 points of damage. And is there anything else you want to do?
I can't do anything else. Sorry, end my turn.
Okay, cool. So the zombie with the arrow in it sees these axes being thrown, and it rushes over towards you. Just seeing if you can. Yep. Rushes towards Doldos, and scampers through the water, and goes to lash out. Lashes its dangly broken fingers at you and misses you, which now returns to you, Barakai. What do you see all this unfold?
Oh, well, look, Goatman's got his own big axe, so he can deal with that on his own. I will swing my axe into the blue one.
Yep, cool. So your rolls will already be added because you're on rage and you put rage in.
Yep.
Yeah, all those modifiers will add automatically.
Cool. Actions, great axe, swing. 12 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Hits. Cool.
Yep.
Damage.
Wait, which one are you going for? The blue or the orange?
The blue.
Yep.
So 10 damage on the blue boy.
Okay. Okay, Okay, so just for all of you with zombies, if their hit points are reduced to 0, I have to. So zombies make a saving throw, and if successful, their hit points return to 1. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
How many times can they do that?
Unlimited. They're undead.
Roll.
They're undead.
Yeah.
So
After maybe like the 10th time, they might disintegrate or something.
unfortunately, that is not the case.
No.
So what?
Infinite combat.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Barakai, you see these zombies have been swiping at you, and with frustration and kind of with that toothy grin as well, you pull out your great axe and you lung it over your head, swiping down on the zombie that's in front of you, and your great axe actually lodges straight into its head, and you drive it right down, splitting the zombie into half, and both the actual halves of the zombie fall to the ground, and fall to the water, and there is just a gentle current, which you didn't notice before, but the current actually starts kind of moving the limbs a little bit further away from you, and the zombie does not emerge from the water. Yeah, and so now that one is dead.
Yes. Dead.
Is there anything you else you wanna do?
Yes. Now, bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Bite the orange one.
Yep. Can you roll for here, please?
Yep. I'm assuming that's ready to set up correctly, so roll the hit. That's unfortunate.
So you've lodged your great axe into this zombie, split in half, and as you return your great axe to your, do you have it on your back? Yep. I think that's me. Do you wear your great axe on your back, like across your back?
No, not really. I kind of like just carry it around with one hand.
Okay.
I do have like a loop I could just drag it along the ground with if I really wanted to, but I don't do that too often.
So you put your axe back on your waist, and you lunge a toothy snap at it, and missing the zombie in front of you. And Uzan, you see this zombie split in half, and Barakai going for a snap at the other one. What do you do?
No one's taken any damage yet, have they?
No.
Not yet.
No. Alright. If I can... Which I can... I'm going to fly over to this side. And I'm going to Sacred Flame the one near Doldos.
Yep, the yellow one.
Yeah, yellow one.
Yep. Can you roll for hit, please? Wait, Eldritch Blast.
X saving.
Oh, Sacred Flame. Sorry. I thought you said Eldritch Blast. Yep.
No.
And can you roll for damage, please? So you flew in between them, didn't you? Across ways.
Yep.
Yep. So as you see Barakai taking a snap at that zombie, you shoot through and you turn around and you flap your wings again to build this this fire, this flame, and shoot it down at because the zombie's attention is focusing straight on Doldos. It hits it square in the middle of the back and starts burning, and it's the same one that you got before, and the arrow is kind of like shiveling around in its bones, like jingling in its frame, and then it was it 5? Yeah, 5 points of damage, and it's still standing quite strong. It's on fire, but turns around and looks at you. And still, you can still see the flames kind of burning it, and like these. It does have eyes, but they aren't being burnt away, and they're glaring at you.
I'm like 15 feet in the air, so I'm like, bring it. But that's it for my turn.
Okay, cool. Vane, you are still in the shadows all the way, watching everything unfold.
And I'm going to use my crossbow again and go for the yellow one that's glaring up at Uzan now. 17 to hit. And 10 damage.
Zombie just explodes.
You see the zombie.
Did that get him?
Yeah. Sorry, my mic was on mute. For some weird reason.
Okay.
So you see the same zombie up in flames again, turn around, and as it turns around, you knock your arrow and aim it like you got one eye closed, making sure you don't hit Doldos standing in front of the zombie, and you let loose of this arrow. It whizzes past Azari, still strumming away on the loop, and actually the arrow pierces the other, because it turned around. It's actually facing that shoulder that doesn't have the arrow in it. So, and the arrow slits into it, and it kind of crouches forward, falls into the water again. The flames sizzle off, and it stands up and turns around and looks at Doldos. Still alive.
God, this undead will not die.
What a fucking conundrum.
And sorry, I was mesmerized by the lute being strummed from the shores, and chanting, "What a fucking conundrum!" And the zombie swipes at Barakai, that just tried to take a bite at it, and as the zombie kind of walks in the water and swipes at Barakai, you see it coming and move out of the way. And Doldos, now it is your turn. What do you do?
Since the fucker won't die, Baldos will draw out his flail and just, as hard as he can, just strike at the zombie at his feet's head. So, rolling for hit. 22.
That's a hit.
Rolling for damage. 9.
You pull out your flail. Just give me 1 second. So, is the rod that your flail is on, is it quite long, or is it one of those short ones?
It's the short, like a morning star.
Okay, yep.
I can't remember. Is it the long one or is it the short one?
What's up to you?
Let's say it's adjustable. I can adjust it to its length for the time being.
Yep. So you've got For the time being, you've adjusted it to the short length because it's close range.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So you pull out your flail and you start kind of swinging around to get momentum on it, to build as much power as you can, and smack it straight. It crushes the zombie's head and penetrates it, and the spiky steel bore implants on it, and you get a little smile to yourself. But the zombie kind of has its head, from the force crouching it down. It lifts its head up and looks at you, and kind of gives you like a noise. Is there anything else you want to do?
Do I have a bonus action? Bonus action.
I think isn't your
racial traits. Actions. Bonus actions. No, I don't have any more bonus actions. I thought I had my hooves. I could use my hooves. I end my turn.
Yep. You went. So the zombie that's has the mace, so the still spiky ball of your flail in its head, kind of looks up you and has a swipe at you, and with a swipe, you actually when it starts to swing at you, you pull your mace out of its the spiky ball that's lodged in its head. You pull it out, kind of pops out, and you take a step back and misses. Barakai, it's your turn now.
We're gonna beat the shit out of the orange boy.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I hope I will.
With the great axe? That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say great axe. Come on. Well, I dare say I fucked up.
But it's a hit. Can you roll a...
Oh, sweet. Alright, damage.
Yeah. So,
5.
with your great axe, you you pull it out from your waist again, and you swipe across it, and it's not really a deep gash across its chest, and kind of starts moving towards you. Taking 5 points of damage. And is anything else you want to do?
Not much I can do, unfortunately.
You
Just take the hit.
You do have a bonus for your jaws.
Nah, it's all good.
Yep. Okay. And Uzan, you're watching. You see Barakai slice this zombie across the chest, and what do you do?
I'm gonna look at the situation and be like, Sharkman needs some help, so we're gonna Eldritch Blast the orange guy.
Okay. Can you please roll the hit?
Yep, that's 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
3 points of force damage.
So instead of you using your wings to generate this flame, you actually pull your hands together, conjure up like a ball, and shoot it towards the zombie, and hits it, kind of scrapes from its shoulder, and across its back, and it sizzles and giving off this weird stench, and just kind of scraping along its back, and you want to stay there from where you are, you've got a pretty good view of things that are happening.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, hang on.
Yep. Alright, cool. Vane.
Wow, that came around quickly. I've just realised I think I could have been using sneak attack on all of these because I'm hiding. Is that right?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, well. Well, I'm gonna use.
But you need, but only,
again.
but you need to be within 5 feet.
Oh, do I?
Oh wait, sorry, did I just read that wrong? Give me a sec, sorry. Oh wait. Oh, so you can deal on it. Oh yeah, only if you if you hit him. Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. Is that the part that you're looking at?
Yep. Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Cool. Okay. Well, my crossbow is doing well so far, so I'm going to use it again, and I'm going to go for the yellow one. I hate that one so much.
Yep.
Right. So 18 and 7 to hit 25.
Yep. It hits. Roll for damage.
10 damage, and then I'm going to click sneak attack and see what happens.
So we should roll
so 15 damage.
Okay. So, what kind of sneak attack do you want to do on it? Like, because you're so far away, what do you want to do with your
I guess I've never described a sneak attack before, but I guess because she's like perched up on this branch, like anytime that she's hit this yellow zombie before, it's like looked around because it's looked at the two other people that it's in combat with, and it's like looked around to try to find her. And this time when it's looked around like where it thinks the arrows come from, the arrow is like already at its eyeball just as it turns and it goes into its eye. Can it do that?
Oh yeah, it can. So the first one flies in and shoots through its eye and as it shoots through its eye, its back kind of cranes backward, but it's still standing upright. With the arrow through its eye and it's piercing, emerged out of the back of its skull. It's got 2 arrows on 1 arrow on each shoulder, and then as it starts to crane back up and to see where these arrows are coming from, another arrow gets it into the eye and shoots it back again. And instead of craning and standing on its feet, it actually just falls into the water, splashes into the water, and from where you are, you can't see the zombie in the water, but you can see 4 of your shaft arrows sticking out of the water. And
Stunning, like a work of art. I love it.
And the zombie does not get back up.
Yeah! Woo! I see you out there.
And now, Zari, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh.
You see all these arrows.
For everybody. Go team! Woo! Is everybody okay? Is anybody in a hand? I mean, I'm really just here for obvious charm and appeal and moral support. But yeah, is everyone feeling okay? Does anybody need anything? Can I get you maybe a few slices of orange or an electrolyte drink? I don't know.
From where you are, the only real person that can hear you shouting out is Vane. Unless you're, are you bellowing at the top of your highest pitch that you can reach out to your?
Well, I mean, I could easily reach a 60-foot radius, so I am a small human, but this bitch got lungs.
Okay, so Doldos, Uzan, and Barakai, you hear Azari kind of shout, like, yeah, you see this really the small figure, but this loud voice is bellowing across the water toward you. Is there anything you three want to say? Bellow back, I should say.
I kind of just start wandering back onto the beach, dragging my axe behind me. Kind of scream out, maybe you could find some more opponents for me. Didn't feel like I got to have much of a fight.
Are you still fighting one?
Yeah, there's still one
Am I
in
still
front.
fighting?
Yeah, there's still one in front of you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, wait. That arrow was that arrow meant for that one and I'm confused? Alright, cool. No, that's all good.
No, it got the one in front of Doldos. So
Yep,
there's still the one in front of you.
Still orange guy. Doldos screams back, "You sound like a siren." Like an actual siren, not the sound of a horn or anything, like a, siren.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I have been called worse things before.
Well, keep it up.
Yep.
Doldos is a satyr of very few words. Face, can you chuck me my hand axes?
I don't think I'm really paying attention because I still have something to kill in front of me, so
Yeah.
I'm like
Later then. Afterwards.
I'm like 2 hands ready to take a swing and finish it off if possible.
Yeah, so Zari, so they respond to you. Yeah, they don't need any help.
Fabulous. Well, in that case, I think you can handle the last one. I think I'm just going to chill back over here. Nobody requires me, because I am of very little use right now. As a level 1 nothingness, with a hefty amount of negative strength. So, I'm just chill over here. If anything, I think I might just chill with my buddy over here. I'm having such a great time with my bestie Vane. We're just chilling.
So Zara, you move back and
Yeah.
and you move backwards, and Barakai, your attention's kind of like a little bit you're looking out the corner of your eye, trying to keep one eye on the zombie in front of you, but also listen to your ally. And as you do that, the zombie takes a swipe at you, but because you kept the your eye on the zombie, you're able to jump out of the way and still miss miss the swipe coming at you. You shuffle across the waters out of the way. And Doldos, you see this happen. This zombie swiping at you. Got 2 zombies in the water, one in half that's kind of floating around, and the other with 4 arrows floating upward in front of you. Doldos?
Oh, sorry. Repeat that again. I blanked out.
It's your turn.
Is it? Doldos will use his powerful goat legs and jump here behind the orange guy, and he will put away his flail and grab his battle axe and try to split the wretched thing in half. So rolling for hit.
Yep.
That was... Don't even know what that was. Rolling for damage. 6.
Yep. So you move up, and with your great axe, is your great axe a two-handed one or single-handed?
It's dual wielded. It's the
Yeah. So you did
battle axe. Sorry.
battle axe. Sorry, battle axe. Yep. So you.
Battle axe.
Yep. Okay. Cool. And so you pull out your battle axe. You rush over. You see the zombie taking swipes at Barakai. And Barakai has just been shuffling out of the way in the shallow waters. He feels very comfortable in being in his element. But you rush over, kind of stepping over the dead corpses, and you swipe down with your battle axe, getting it from the side, and it lodges into the shoulder blade. Like you come from the back side of it, and it turns towards you. You rip it out, and it kind of faces towards you now, doing 6 points of damage. And Barakai, it is your turn now.
Ah, lovely. It's turned its back to me. Well, I will. I'll grab a stop.
Sorry, it's not really like back. It's kind of like shuffled, almost sideways. Like it's looking kind of at both of you, if that makes sense, because it just did have an attack come not from directly behind him.
Well, I will take a solid two-hand grip, and I'm just going to take a massive baseball bat swing at the neck, head, body. We're going to see where I clip.
Yep.
I will hit it. That'll definitely hit.
Yep, and can you roll for damage, please?
Wow, this really doesn't like me, does it?
So with... Yeah, sorry.
So I deal another 5.
You... Oh, because the rage? Is that what you're saying you do another 5?
No, that's my damage is 5. On
Oh.
the swing.
Yeah, just the 1 damage. Of 5, is that right? Is that...
Yes.
Yep, yeah. Sorry, I thought you said you do another 5. Because you did 5 before. Yes, sorry.
I did 5 before. I'm rolling low.
Yep. Sorry. So you grip your great axe and you feel this mighty strength coming with you. And as the zombie kind of turns to face Doldos, you weave it and just almost like you don't really hack down trees, but you've heard stories of people cutting down trees. But you just swipe at it, trying to envision a lumberjack, and you hack at its neck, and it doesn't really go that deep. It just and you pull out of it, and you can see the wedge of the axe in its neck. It's very shallow, and it turns towards you again. Where are you? There we go. And Uzan, it is your turn now. Oh, is there anything else?
Look, well, I'll use bonus action. I'll try and bite it.
Yeah, so it turns to face you, and
I'll roll to hit the bite. So that's a 15 to hit.
and
Damage. That's a 4.
yeah, so
Divided by 4.
as it turns to face you, you lunge a kind of your not your full your full range in jaw. I guess what would be your jaw openness, if that's it's not your full full width or full length, and you just take one snap at it, snapping at its face, and as you snap at its face, it rips into the skin, and it ripping off its face, but you can still see the skeletons and the eyeballs are still in there, and it starts actually kind of motioning towards you. And now Vane. Oh, sorry, Uzan. Uzan. You see Barakai take a bite off the zombie's face, and you spit it out. You spit the face out into the water.
Are you taking like
Naturally.
the whole face, like the jawbone and everything, or are you just taking like?
Just like it wasn't a deep enough bite, but it was enough just to kind of take off the skin that remained on there, and its nose, and its skull, like the bone structure is still there, but not all of it is gone.
Ruzan's gonna call out to Doldos and Barakai. He's gonna be like, keep the jaw intact. I want some teeth. I'm gonna make a
No
necklace.
promises, pigeon.
Do what you're told, goat. And then he's going to actually, he's gonna fly in and land right next to it.
Yep.
Right there. And he is going to dagger it in the chest.
Yep. Okay. Just one dagger?
No, I've got two, so it'll be.
Yep. So you're gonna use both. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Can you roll to hit for both, please?
First one's in that 20.
Second one.
10.
Alright, so they both hit. So on that first one, it should have changed to 2 d4s to do that.
Yep.
Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so just click that and just hit for damage for both.
7 total for the first one.
Yep.
And 4, so 11 total.
So you, so after you yell out for, to save the jaw, but you actually, pull it as you fly over, you pull out both your daggers, and your first one, you feel like this, kind of as you fly down towards it, you build the momentum up, just that kind of, that weight as it's dropping down on it, you weave your dagger into its jaw, and you pop it off, and the jaw, before you stuck the dagger in it, it looked at you and just gave you this perfect line of sight, and so you've stuck it in, and it's popped off, and then with the other one, you've on the other side of it, and did you go to the ground, or were you still in the air?
No, I dropped to the ground.
Yep, okay. So and as you've like stomped onto the ground, you've pulled out your dagger and the other one, and on the other side of the jaw, and you've got both of them in the, I guess the temple, no, not the temple, the glands there, and now that there's no jaw there, you rip upward, and this zombie falls to the water and splashes into the water and doesn't get up, but you do see the jaw floating in the water next to it.
No, I'm definitely picking that up.
Yep, cool. So that zombie is dead, and just for a bit of meta, I didn't have to roll a saving throw for the zombie because you got a critical with your dagger.
Booyah.
So and that's how you stop those saving throws from criticals. So you're out of initiative. All the zombies are like either in halves or with no jaws or floating with 4 arrows up in the air. So I know we I'm just saw the time then, and I know we did say 9:30, but we didn't start till later. So I'm sorry about that. Is everyone okay with that? But that's just for next time. We'll start on 9:30. Sorry, 7:30.
Yeah, look, I will definitely take responsibility for that one. Thank you for everybody allowing me to sort my shit out. I will be better next week, but yes.
No worries.
Apologies on my end as well, because my laptop started being weird and not letting me log in, because for some reason my keyboard, do you know where the @ symbol is over the 2
Yep.
on your laptop is? Yeah, it's turned into the quotation marks for some reason. I have to go into my settings and fix that for whatever ridiculous reason, because I kept tapping the @ button above the 2, not realizing it turned into the quotation marks. That's why my password wasn't working, which was very annoying.
That's okay.
Technology.
Just to say that's first session done for this campaign. So yeah, thanks everyone. Woo!
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there, and for a heads up for whoever hasn't used above VTT, you can just close your window and those cookies will save everything as it is, and you don't have to do anything. So which is really cool. But yeah, so that's first session done, and yeah, thank you everyone.
Woo, good job. Yeehaw.
Cheers.
What I did with the last campaign, when we finished, obviously we'll pick up where we are, but I just wanted to ask, because I am an early DM, is there any, like, I guess, feedback, comments or suggestions that I can take forward with this campaign or anything that anyone wants to?
So far, mate, you're doing an epic job. Like,
thanks, mate. Thanks. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure everyone's...
At the start of the campaign, I was streaming it on YouTube, and I think it looks really good. I think you've done a great job setting that up as well.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I've obviously made like a Twitch and a YouTube, so you can go watch it, and if you want to, I'll edit it and upload it as an episode, as a podcast episode. So I've already made a trailer on Spotify, so you can, if you want to, you can go ahead and listen to it. If not, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing it all for fun, and yeah, so thanks again everyone.
No worries. Happy to help.
Yeehaw. Have a good night and a good week, and see you next Sunday.
Fare thee well, humans.
Fare thee
well.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Take it easy, guys.
Alright, see everyone. Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, that was the first session of our Stormwreck Isle campaign. Thank you for those that watched or are going to watch as it's uploaded and listen to on podcasts on all your listening platforms. Make sure you subscribe and follow if you want to see the next campaigns that do see how this campaign ends and see what Stormwreck Isles actually entails for our fellow players. So yeah, make sure you follow, subscribe, and yeah, keep up to date with all of the newest episodes. Until next time, this is your narrator / dungeon master, Douglas W.T. Smith. Have a good night and see you next time.